Hi viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Entrepreneurship World. Already I am doing for grade 12 entrepreneurship YouTube classes. Today I am going to introduce grade 11 YouTube classes also. For that, the first topic for grade 11 is concept of entrepreneurship. Today we will see who is an entrepreneur, what is an entrepreneurship, what is an enterprise. So we'll start with the Peter F. Drucker, the father of business management, what he says about entrepreneur. Entrepreneur as one who always search for an opportunity. Then who is an entrepreneur? He is a person who is responsible for starting up a business, or he is the man behind the business. He is the one who is taking all the responsibility to starting up a business. He is an innovator, he is a creative person. That person, he is the one responsible for the business. Then what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is the process or the action done by the entrepreneur for creating something new. It is a process of creating something new and assuming the risk and rewards. What the action done by the entrepreneur, we can call it as very simply entrepreneurship. Then what is an enterprise? In simple words, we can say it is the business organization which provides goods and services, create jobs, contribute to the national income, exports and contribute to the overall economic development. Or enterprise is the outcome of the process done by the entrepreneurship. We can simply define the concept of entrepreneurship through a diagram. That is, entrepreneur is a person who is doing, and the process done by the entrepreneur is the entrepreneurship, the outcome is the enterprise. We can call entrepreneur as the actor, and the act is entrepreneurship, and the outcome or the result is the enterprise. So now we are going to see the functions done by the entrepreneurs in a simple way. The functions done by the entrepreneur is mainly classified into four categorizations as entrepreneurial, promotional, managerial and commercial. So first I'll tell you about entrepreneurial function. Entrepreneurial function is again subdivided into innovation, risk taking, organization building. And promotional is again subdivided into idea generation, detailed investigation, assembling the requiring and financing the proposal. Then managerial, it comes under planning, organizing, staffing, directing, leadership, motivation, communication, controlling, coordination, all those things. Then the commercial one, production, marketing, accounting, finance are the subdivisions of commercial functions of an entrepreneur. Let's see all in a detailed way. Entrepreneurial function. The first one is innovation. What is innovation? Innovation means something you introduce, a new thing or maybe a new product or a new market, that we called it as innovation. As I told you, entrepreneur, he is an innovator. He is always searching for new things, new product, new market, or he is an innovative person. For example, iPad, iPod, easy cook foods, ATM machines, all are comes under a new product or new technology, that we call it as innovation. Then risk taking. What do you mean by risk? In simple sentence we can say risk is the possibility of occurring a loss due to an unforeseen contingencies, or whatever happens in the business world we cannot predict. Always a challenging environment is all around the business, so there is an expectation of loss due to uncertain events happening. For example, tsunami happens, flood happens, even the coronavirus happen. So these are unexpected events. This may reflect a loss to the business. So entrepreneur is a risk taker. Then organization building. As I told you, the first definition itself, entrepreneur is a person who is responsible for starting up of a business. So he is the one who is collecting all the factors of production of a business. What are the factors of production for the business? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is the person who is searching wherever the business is going to start, for that whatever the capital needed, how much employees, and all those factors of production are organizing and creating a business for, or arranging all those factors of production. That is also another function, that is the organization building. These three comes under the categorization of entrepreneurial function. Next is the promotion, or how a business organization is promoting. What all functions comes into promotion functions we can see. The first one is idea generation. He has to search opportunities all over the world or from the surroundings of the business, find out the problems, needs of the customer, and he has to generate a business idea. If I ask you to give me some business idea, you can give me n number of ideas from your surroundings. Is it possible for an entrepreneur to start everything? No. So for that he has to do the second step, that is detailed investigation. He has to study detail about each idea field, or he has to know more about the idea field. For example, if he is going to start a restaurant, he has to know where is the location, what are the menus, what are the requirements for the restaurant, what are the licenses required, what are the furnitures needed, how many employees needed, what are the menu. All those things detailedly he has to identify. Then third step, assembling the requirement. After finding out all those things, he has to collect the raw material for this one. For example, the restaurant, he has to collect the table, chair, arrangement, then cooking utensils, chef, waiters, all those counter arrangement, everything. So he has to assemble the requirement. The next one is the financing, the most important thing in a business, the backbone of a business, the lifeblood of a business, finance. He has to arrange the money for the business, the capital, or from where he has to take his own, that is equity, or he is going to take a loan, that is a debt. Which kind of financing he is going to do, that is the last step in promotion function. Okay. Next one is managerial function. So as I told you, entrepreneur is a person who is managing everything in the business. So as a managerial person, he has some functions to do. One is planning. What do you mean by planning? You have to plan before what you do. You have to take everything in a planned way. For example, as a teacher, in front of you or before coming, I have to plan what all things I am going to take, which one is my topic for this one, what all points I have to add. So I have to plan in advance. As an entrepreneur also, he has to plan, okay, what all things I have to do this month, what all things. A planning should be, a proper planning will help you to identify some of the risk of business. So planning is the most important function in a manager. Then organizing. I told you already, he is the person who organizes, or he is the one who's collecting all the factors. So as a business organization, there are various departments are there. The controlling, coordination and organization of business, then only the business become a successful. So he has the power organizing the business. Next one is staffing. It is related with the human resources. Staff, the backbone of a business. Human assets, the skilled employees is always the success of a business. So he has to plan for the employees, how many employees, the recruitment of employees, promotion, their welfare, all comes under the staffing function of an entrepreneur. Then directing, to direct everything. He has the one who's supervising everything. He has the one giving the orders to the subordinate. Make sure that everything will be properly planned, doing or not. Give the directions, give the supervision. That is another function of an entrepreneur. Then a leadership. He should be a leader. Entrepreneur having the quality. One of the qualities of an entrepreneur is a leadership. Then only he can control an organization. He can motivate the employees. So he should need a quality, or as another function is the leadership. Then communication. What communication means? Exchanging the thoughts, exchanging the idea, sharing the feelings. He has to communicate with the employees. Okay, this month I need this much of profit. You have to communicate with the employees. Then only they know. Then only they can plan properly. They can also work. They can also share their problems. Then only you can become a successful entrepreneur. Then motivation. It is a psychological phenomena to encourage other person, to motivate other person to do something. So as an entrepreneur, you are the motivator. You motivate the employees and achieve the business objective. Coordination and controlling. So coordinate all the, I told you already, a business organization has several departments. There should be finance, there should be marketing, HR, so many departments. The coordination of these departments give you the profit for a business. So another one is controlling. What do you mean by controlling? You have a preset standard for business. So you, after the preset standards, you have to achieve the performance. Then calculate, or they take the difference of predetermined standard and the actual performance and identify the variations. Then based on that, take corrective action. So controlling means you have to check whether as per the standard set the company is going or not. If it is not, why? Take corrective actions. Control the organization, and coordinating the organization is another managerial function of an entrepreneur. The next function is the commercial function of an entrepreneur. That comes under production. What is production? He is producing, manufacturing the goods and services. So that is the first commercial function. Then marketing. Whatever the producing thing, you have to market it. Marketing is a huge concept where start before the production and ends with the customer satisfaction. So you have to identify what are the customers need. Based on that, do the production, then market the product, sell the product, and gives the customers the maximum satisfaction. Next one is accounting. Accounting is an art of systematic recording of the transactions. The financial characterized transactions recorded to identify whether the company is profit or not. So these are the different functions of an entrepreneur. Hope you understood the concept and functions of entrepreneur. Thank you.